really Simon and Aaron. I put my name first. Simon and Aaron with Arbitrage. Let's do it again. We are playing around with themes and things to offer you guys more edutainment. So on Tuesdays, we're going to shift things around a little bit. Hope you guys are okay with this. We would like to do a theme called Tequila Tuesdays. We thought it would be, he looks so upset. Tequila Tuesdays, you should be over the moon. So we thought it would be like a nice happy hour theme. It's about 6 o'clock on the East Coast. It's about 5 o'clock Central Time. So it's happy hour somewhere along those time zones. And we thought maybe you guys could go grab a drink and join us as we give you guys some updates and talk to you about the things that we like to talk to you about.
Yeah, like she said, so we're going to go Tequila Tuesdays. And it's just, I mean, to me, it could be tequila any day. But we're going to just, like she said, give you some information and maybe grab a drink, like she said, drink something. We have so I will get up, even though I don't want to. I'll get up.
I'm drinking water. I'm a lightweight. I can't do the tequila and run a show.
Here we go. So this is we showed this to you a few episodes ago. This is our tequila that we're working on, our brand SFIV. We're trying to get it. What's the word you would say?
We're working on the branding and marketing and all of that other stuff.
But it's still good. And so we're going to have this in a nice Cristalino bottle. And it's a great tequila of agave.
Blue agave.
Blue agave. There we go. It's great tequila. Something nice to sip on, to wet your whistle. That's what we used to say back in there.
And we thought on Tuesdays we may, try to break out different tequilas and stuff, talk about it briefly, very briefly, right? Because some of you guys, you got your Henny lovers, et cetera, et cetera. But whatever it is that you enjoy, even if it's a cool glass of ice water, bring your drink, have a seat, relax, and let's talk about the current events of today. So today should be really exciting.
So let's get right into it. So we always say stacking, stacking, stacking. Stack your sats, stack your ounces, whatever else you may be invested in, make sure you're doing it. Dollar cost average, we go over the board about that. So the first article, and really the only article I was going to go into, and then I'll let her go in because you have something that you wanted to talk about. So this from the Crypto Basic. It's not a long article, but it says 95% of Bitcoin holders are in the profit.
They're in profit.
In profit. So we speak about Bitcoin. We speak about Bitcoin. I know other people speak about different coins and whatnot, but Bitcoin holders, if you will, hodlers, are in the profit. 95%. These are people who are probably holding the coin and not trying to trade it and flip it and all that. Short it. Yeah, they're in the profit. So Bitcoiners, we are winning, and that's what we're talking about. Bitcoiners are winning. Low time preference. It's not about trying to buy Bitcoin at 8 in the morning and sell it at noon. It's just, hey, man, hold on to it, sit, and then you're going to have profit. You have profit, 95%. So if people wanted to do some kind of research, you could figure out, well, how many holders are 95% in the profit? You could talk about Apple. You can name any FANG stock, and you would know.
Michael Saylor in profit.
Yeah, he's in profit. Michael Saylor is killing the game. He made his company come up. I mean, he got, I think, 9,800 is his, I think it's average. And so now we're at 5,700 today, right?
Yep.
5,700?
57,000?
My bad. Yeah, my bad. 57,000 Tequila Tuesday. 57,000 today.
That's why it's a bad idea.
And So he started his average in 9,800. We know that President Bukele
is also in profit today
for his country. So he risked his whole country in Bitcoin. So guys, guys and girls, guys and men and women, we have to. It's small.
It's Let Freedom Ring. Thank you so much for joining us, fam.
Oh, thank you, sir.
We're just here celebrating Bitcoin's win today. 85% of holders, Bitcoin. Michael Saylor, whose company is in profit. We're talking about Bukele, President Bukele. Let me put some respect on his name.
Yeah.
His country in profit today, which is saying a lot, right? Because like, how many countries are in profit?
Yeah, and
out of 100 and there's over 199 countries. That's not counting all those small little.
Over the to the it's about 250 territory. When you go to the what do you call it? Oh boy, the
Tequila
passport.
Tuesday. We about to scratch it.
Yeah. Yeah, when you go to the passports, I think it's 200 countries.
Okay,
200
so
countries.
Out of 200 countries, what country can really raise their hand and say, hey, we in profit?
And let's talk about that too, because he was just at CPAC and talking about how he got rid of all the crime and violence in El Salvador.
And how many countries can say their country doesn't or hasn't had a homicide, right? So maybe people die every day, but haven't had a homicide in 90 days?
Yeah.
In over 3 months.
So as he said, if you, I shared it on our Twitter, and I could reshare it, but he said they went from being the most dangerous country to being the safest country in the Western Hemisphere. This is at CPAC. He just did a talk there a few days ago.
Now we have people like Alex Jones, who, while we applaud President Bukele's efforts, is concerned about the strategy in which he goes about getting things done. But I feel like at this point in time, he's making it happen. His objective is we're going to ask for people who have large capital to come to our country, set up shop, make this their home, their second home, expatriate to this country, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. I want to make it a safe haven for them and an environment where they can thrive and not be targeted, et cetera, et cetera. So we're seeing that Puerto Rico, they have the Act 66 in which they were trying to do something similar. Act 60, I'm sorry. Yeah. Act 60, in which they were trying to do something similar, but the Gini coefficient is just so high there that there are a lot of large capital holders who are pulling out and reevaluating that being their place of leisure, their second playground, or utilizing that as one of their flags for their flag theory. Les Square, New Jersey's in the house. Hey, Les Square. Jake Fever, what up, fam? What up, fam? It's Tequila Tuesday, but I know you don't do tequila much.
What's up, family? Get your Henny out.
So
I know you get your Henny out.
Break out the Henny. It's happy hour. We'll share a drink and just give you guys some updates, talk about a few things, and then we'll let you guys get out of here.
Yeah, so El Salvador, as you see, you keep an eye on it. He's making it a place. His initial idea was to make it, like we said, like a Dubai, like a Singapore for the Western Hemisphere. And he's on track to do it.
But he's trying to establish a precedence that these other countries, like what other country can say they haven't had a homicide?
Right. And then so when you guys, if you're familiar with LATAM, so right there in Central America, you'll have El Salvador at the top. And what happens is gang theory will play out. Other presidents and leaders of the nations within Central America will then be like, we need to get the crime down. Honduras right there, Belize. What's below El Salvador? I can't remember. Nicaragua, some is right there. Guatemala, Nicaragua, and all those places that run down.
Especially Nicaragua, right? Because they surely can benefit from a break in crime. Yeah. They've had such a bad reputation for
Yes.
so long, just like El Salvador, right? Because like the New Yorkers, for my New Yorkers, Les Square, you from New Jersey, so you remember in the 90s, and I don't know what it's been since, MS-13 was a problem. So the fact that Kelly was able to clean it up there at home base, right? It was a problem in New York. The fact that President Bukele was able to clean it up there at home base speaks of significant strides. The strategy that he's taking and the intention in which he is employing it is one for me to be applauded. Because again, he's like, people with capital don't want to hear about crime. They don't want to see squalor. They don't want to see that clear disparity between wealth and poverty. And President Bukele is doing everything he can to clean up and address those things that he know that large capital investors are absolutely crazy about and would be willing to expatriate to his country and to put their capital into his economy.
Most definitely. And we spent a significant amount of time in El Salvador. And we, moved around, seeing what the temperature was of the place. And it's very nice that everybody was very receptive, and it's that. And we asked about the Bitcoin. We used the Bitcoin a couple times.
And at the time, it needed some tweaking, right? And it was that towards the beginning. This is in 2022. So right around the time they were doing implementation, widespread education. So we expected what we like to call the beta testing to have a few hiccups. We expected that.
Yeah. And it was good, though. It's very well received. You could see where you could be. It's a beautiful beach. So when you go to Bitcoin Beach, it's El Zante. So it's not the city center of San Salvador.
It's very far away.
It's very far away. It's a nice little cab ride, about 45 minutes. But people are posting up out there, and everybody's having Bitcoin conversations. You go.
It's a great talk about that big thought. It's a huge visuals who have shifts. When we were at the airport, we kept running into people who wanted to have these great conversations with you about Bitcoin and forecasting and their journey and all sorts of it's just an experience we have never had before, and we haven't. I just want to say, bro, after this bull, if they play it right, we're gonna have to connect to drop a tequila pick. And he also said he took the approach. You're said you can't have prosperity until the community say it's true, right? So I think he's doing a really good job. I think he's hit with a lot of propaganda. They're trying to get you to see him as this evil dictator who's going to do a bait and switch on you. But you already know the devil played the same old trick over and over and over, right? The devil is a lie and the truth is not in it. So we still want to just watch closely to see further developments. But all in all, the summary today is celebrate your wins. Bitcoin is at 57,000. We're getting right there to see if it's going to break through the all-time high that we so lovingly enjoyed when we first experienced it 2 years ago.
No, but we went through a couple. But shout out to my people who bought it at 16.15, and they stayed 10 toes down on it.
16,000.
Yeah, 16,000. It dipped almost a touch 50.
I think.
So if you were able to get DCA in there, dollar card there, you're winning right now. You're winning now. We're not getting 10 baggers from the altcoiners who are out there. We have talked to altcoiners every day.
So question, because you're the one who does the investments here.
Okay.
Would today be a day of profits? Money.
Oh, yeah.
Trying to get Dad to give me some money. But would you? Or would you kind of wait and see, like, for real? Because people always ask, when is a good time to take profits? Your wife is asking when is a good time to.
Well, we're not financial advisors, but I say I would wait to the push to 60,000.
Okay.
I'm taking profits at 60,000.
Okay.
Right? You have a certain amount, and I'm not trying to tell people how to invest, but you have a certain amount of Bitcoin you had put away for the long term.
Mm-hmm.
But then you have a set amount that, hey, let me take profits right here at 60,000.
And maybe even buy some more precious metals, maybe buy another sun panel.
There we go. And then you buy precious metals to be the safe haven of the money that you made. Instead of this thing's not a casino. A lot of people play it like a casino, but it's not. 60,000. And you guys, we getting our technical analysis. If anybody's in the room with technical analysis, but we know 60,000 is it's a number that needs to be fought. And then you get above that, then okay, your next fight is the all-time high.
Which was?
Oh man, I don't know the exact number, but it's close to 70.
It was 68. I can't remember.
It can't remember.
I gotta look it up. But okay, so it's little by.
We're winning the fight.
Oh, for those of you who about profit taking, I know the Colonel often asks.
Mm-hmm.
KW1, sometimes she asks. So he's saying what he would do. We're not financial advisors.
Mm-hmm.
Is he's gonna wait till about the closer to 60, maybe over 60 mark, and then he'll take profits. We did discuss that we wanted to get another energy panel. We wanted to get into another Sun Exchange project to start maybe Reginald over again, because Sean has a job now and he really can buy his own second panel.
Yeah, he could be registered.
But we're definitely gonna run back Reginald and then get Junior a second one and Tino a second one, and we'll keep round robining until there's no more projects to be had every. Fever says 69,000 hit for about, but he gets 65 is at the top. Jay Fever says he takes profits when he gets fearful of losing. So he takes his initial out and let the other ride till the top. Jake Fever was also in around 17,000 when you said shout out to my people who are in around 16.
Yeah. You gotta take some profits, man. We still gotta live out here. You gotta have a little fun, do a little something.
I want to things out because space for I don't know what's going on with it. Okay, hopefully again it's going in and out.
We're right here.
I don't know what's wrong with it. Are you guys hearing us loud and clear, or are we in and out? My whatchamacallit is the bars are orange, which means
okay.
But no one's answering, so they can't.
Live, so we can see what we're doing YouTube live wise.
Just give us 1 second, y'all. I've been struggling with the internet all day, and we have 3 networks. We're frozen.
Just hit it.
Okay, here we go. All right, so I'm green again anyway. So we wanted to run a few points, few fine-tuned points to help you sharpen your sword within your sheath. In this space, for certain people, they have very significant goals, very significant financial goals. We always talk to you guys about financial goals. Wealth, real wealth, comes with set. Chasing doesn't necessarily fall into that wealth mindset state, because when we talk about the wealth mindset, when we talk about that Bitcoin mindset, that Bitcoin profile, right? It is a low time preference. And we're noticing that a lot of narratives that we're hearing are very hot, and they're all about chasing income. Whether they're chasing a bag, whether you're chasing a guy bag, whether you're willing to do whatever it takes to flip the money right now, all these low time preference narratives. I just want to tilt your crown a little. I want to shift your mindset just a little so that you can kind of see things in the perspectives of those who are high achievers, who have excellent outcomes. So the phrase that I'm going to leave you with today is pursue the outcome, not the income. What does that mean? It means that in order to really build your character, in order to really build the wealth, in order to build the foundation of legacy, all of these things require a journey, right? It's not something that you can do overnight. It's not a 10-bagger, 100-bagger, 1,000. It's not any of the low time preference narratives.
High time preference.
I'm sorry, high time preference narratives. It's not any of the high time preference narratives. The kind of get rich now kind of theme, scheme, whatever you want to call it. You really want to take the time to pursue the outcome, and eventually the income that you command will come. Okay, it will find its way to you. Trust me. I know it sounds mystical. It's not. We told you guys the other day that for those of you who have your businesses and you're building a brand, first and foremost, build your character, build your reputation, build your product, build your services. It can stand on its own regardless of who's running it, right? If you're building a legacy for whoever you're building it for, and then attach the brand to it. I think it's frozen again.
Check the fade.
All right, I'm back green. I'm sorry, y'all. We've been resetting routers. I don't know what's going on with them. It's sunny. It's not a cloud in the sky. It's Mexico. When you move somewhere that has great broadband.
True.
One of the choices and trade-offs. Okay, I'm green again. So when we talk about pursuing outcomes and not income, you're hearing, and I'm just using these as examples, you're hearing people saying, I'm chasing a bag. And you're basically saying you're willing to do whatever to get that bag. And we all see how those things end, right? You got the Diddy saga, the R. Kelly saga, all these different areas where people were willing to do whatever it took. And a lot of them didn't even make any money. They never even got the bag. They got used and discarded, right? You're hearing a lot of young ladies out here talking about they want a man who makes six figures, and like ridiculous six figures. You want a man who makes $695,000 a year. And what you're really saying is, I want you to have the discipline to make the $695,000 a year. I want you to have the foresight and the vision to build that, to maintain it, to build upon it, so that next year you make $795,000, and I am going to come in and squander it. I'm not willing to help you build it. I'm not willing to help you maintain it. I just want to come in exchange for some relations, because this is a family show, I want to be able to squander what you have spent your life building and working towards. It's a very poor narrative.
Yes.
Okay, so that's just another example. What we want to talk to you guys today about chasing the outcome, pursuing the outcome. I don't want you to chase anything. We want you to pursue an outcome, okay? Because pursuit has a very specific connotation. You're pursuing the outcome. Your dollar cost averaging your Bitcoin. You take profits when it's appropriate, and you don't squander those profits. You have intentions for those profits. Now, does that mean you can't take profits in order to buy things you need for the house, things you've kind of been, having in your mind? Now you're like, when I get a chance, I need to go on and purchase this thing. Even if it's guilty pleasures, no one's saying you can't, but understand the discipline behind building and building and building by dollar cost averaging, whatever it is, you dollar cost averaging. And it just so happens, I built the show for today last week. It just so happens today we got to see a celebratory win in Bitcoin at 57,000, trying to climb its way back to where it was. and it's a great time coming in order for you to take profits, okay? That thing in which you build on a sturdy foundation, and I know it sounds corny and metaphorical and biblical,
Okay.
but it's science. You have a strong foundation, you can build anything on it. You can build the highest skyscraper. Burj Khalifa is built on the foundation like your house is built on the foundation. Now, the foundation has to be suitable for the structure. And that's the part of your mindset that you really want to take into consideration. What are the outcomes I'm pursuing? And let the income be a result of that. Right? If you have a career and you are working your way to the top, yes, it's nice to say, my financial goals in my career, I want to be able, by this time next year, I want to be making $172,000 a year. These are the things I'm going to do in order to get there. But understand that the things you're doing in order to get there, those things sharpen your character, they sharpen your skill set, they sharpen your mind, and those are priceless things that can be transferred and crossed over to maybe somewhere where instead of 172, you make 210.
Yeah.
Right? Where you were pursuing the outcome and your financial goals just happened to be something you were able to snag. So, one, let me make something clear. You never travel to another country and then think you're going to get a job there unless you're being sponsored by large corporations.
This is true. This is true.
God intervened, and somehow, some way, our son Sean was offered a position, okay, at the local university. They wanted him to teach English. Sean has his education. He's got a degree, and they're like, we want you to teach English. The sex was, the pay wasn't exactly what Sean kind of thought to expect, and he was a little disappointed with it. So hold that thought.
Okay.
His friends and people that we know were like, don't take it, you deserve more. You know, they're giving you all these narratives. And, you know, Sean comes to his parents and he's like, yeah, I don't think I'm going to take it because I think I should have a higher salary. And I said, okay, tell me more. He said, what do you mean? I said, you think you deserve more? I want you to sit down and tell me what you bring to the table to a corporation, what your skill set is that you think you deserve more than what they're going to pay you. You've only had one job.
Right.
And he had to say, I said, tell me what your skill set is. I know you've went to school, but you've never worked in a real world application. You've never taught before.
Yes.
I can name 1,000 other skills that come with teaching adults that you don't have, and they're willing to train you in the process so that at some point in time, you can command a higher salary. Now, baby, you just take that as a trade apprenticeship and sharpen your sword all along the way. And he went to he said, Mom, Dad, you guys are right. I can use this as a way to build my resume. I can use it as a reference if I decide to move on. I can use it as a networking
There we go.
opportunity, social, like physical social networking, and I can use it to really tighten up to technical Spanish, because while he's fluent in conversational Spanish, and technical Spanish and conversational Spanish are two different things.
In the business communications Spanish.
Right? It needs that he's getting the training in both English and Spanish. So that example, because we tend to look at the dollar tags on things all the time.
Okay.
Right? I hear these young ladies bring to the table. And a lot of times, like Sean, they don't bring anything to the table yet. Right? In that relationship with the gentleman, you can begin to build the skills you need, like with your husband to be, or whatever, in order to kind of get to where if you two work together at it, you can build that $200,000 a year salary instead of waiting for somebody to build it and hope that they choose you for you to squander it. Most men won't. Yeah. Two, young ladies, you guys are looking for men who are what do they call them? They call them high value men and men of value, right?
Different men as they have it in that when we're talking about
Okay, I don't know where the video is going to land, but this is important. Many of you young ladies, you want a high value man making all of this money. So again, you can squander what he makes because you don't really have a value for the money he makes or the work it takes to build it because you haven't worked to build it. But I'm going to tell you this. Value mind. Every single category you look at comes with a mindset. A high value man. And I'm going to tell you right now, he spoils me, but he doesn't coddle me. His expectations, I have to meet those expectations. Just like if you work a job, you have to meet certain expectations. He has very specific expectations of his wife. I feel the hate emails coming on, but I'm going to continue. Okay? When you are building something, it requires a discipline in order to maintain what you are building. Shows on television are showing you guys the baddies of whatever, the housewives or whatever, love and hip hop, whatever, and it shows you reckless money coming in and people being. That's not what real wealth looks like. Show it want to skew your mindset away from attracting and working towards building that wealth.
true indeed, true indeed.
Right? Notice I keep using the term squander. Squandering funds is is recklessness with money. It's recklessness with wealth. Lifestyle. That attraction we talk about the law of attraction, that man is not going to be attracted to that woman who is going to squander his money. And he's not going to allow it.
Well, and we also have to talk about the point of maybe you are already married, and long term it's nothing. But squandering, either way you go, is it's a poor way to go in your wealth building journey, right? You could have been married 15 years, and if funds are being squandered, one way or the other, that's bad for outcome.
It's really poor outcomes, and if 50% or 52% of marriages end in divorce,
Yes,
then 50% of those divorces, if not more, are financially related. So we're just trying to show you just a mindset shift in. We get it. Everybody has these great financial goals. Jake Fever cracks us up when he tells us, boy, when I hit this lick, I'm out. Y'all ain't never going to hear from me again. But when we have these financial goals, I am saying to you, don't chase the income, pursue the outcomes. Pursue the steps it takes to get there. And a lot of times, I don't know anybody who's told me different, and I've experienced it myself, that didn't get a better outcome, didn't get a better income because they pursued the outcomes. Right? You had this goal of this and you worked your ass off to get there. And then when you finally got there, that income was twice or sometimes 3 times more than you even expected when you set the goals.
Okay.
2, women, stop looking for a man to squander his money. Build yourself up. And I'm not talking independent woman thing. I am saying build your character, build your brand as a woman. Right? Doesn't have to be a business brand. You build a brand as a woman. So when somebody says your name, they got to put respect on it. Right? When somebody hear your name in the streets, it's not associated with she's for the streets. It's associated with your name hold weight in the streets. Your name holds weight in your industry. Your name holds weight across social media. Your name holds weight in people's houses when they hear your name, and you carry yourself that way, you will end up attracting that man, right, of like-mindedness and of the income that you're probably looking for. Now, remember, you ain't gonna squander it, but if your mindset is weird anyway, you're not gonna want to squander it. You're gonna want to build on top of that.
Of course, and to our, like I like to say, we're gonna to our friend of the show, Zoe Williams,
Yes.
he will always talk about the mirror.
The mirror.
The mirror. So you will attract who you are. And we're not making this a relationship show, but she's dropping some gems, and I'm just jumping in. Yeah, you will
But
attract.
it's a huge narrative of outcomes that we're hearing in the space every day, all the time.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So a lot of times, if you make very specific changes for yourself, your outcomes begin to change. In addition to that, the proof is always in the pudding.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have to tell you guys who sit and watch our show every single week. I don't tell y'all anything about us.
Yeah.
You guys know the proof in the pudding. The proof is in the background. The proof is in the way we speak. The proof is in the references that we give you. The proof is in the news that we're on top of. We don't have to tell you that we are this or we are that. I'm never on Facebook talking about I do this and I do that and y'all better put some respect on my name. And never, ever, ever would you see a post like that from Simon or Simon Family Investment Ventures, because the proof is in the pudding. The outcomes, they speak for themselves.
Yes, they do. And let's check in. Let's check in with the chat.
Jay trolling. Tell Chief 74 in November and Bitcoin was 34. Don't trade winners for losers. Get to one Bitcoin. Now, Jake, I don't know if you know this, but Chief, he is a whole coiner. He absolutely, I know he loves XRP. Don't get me wrong, but the Chief is a whole coiner, right? We made sure when we was reaching out to him, tell the story himself, so you don't have to worry about that. But he loves XRP. He sees the vision for it. I understand the vision. Baby's a Bitcoin maxi. I ride with Baby. That's what we do.
I don't know, man. I'm cool.
Thank you so much, Phantom.
Oh, what's up? What's up?
Lovely couple. What's up? A lot of you always compliment us on
lovely.
a couple and so on and so forth. The energy self. Why? Because we're not faking this in order to build this, right? This is real in order for us to have this, right? One works before the other. We never draw the cart before the horse. So these are some of the tidbits that I want to put out there. I try my best to not spend too much time on social media, but the narratives are so loud and that squeaky wheel is so squeaky that I just wanted to address, pursue, like, this is what your millionaires do. Your millionaires are millionaires. You don't have $500,000 or, wait, what is it? You go to dinner with Jay-Z or take $500,000. I said it wrong. Yeah. You don't have to go to dinner with Jay-Z. Take the $500,000 and just know that if you chase your outcomes, if you pursue them, that income's going to continue to grow. Yeah. You don't need dinner with him or whoever else they put in that little, right? And that's no shade to him, but if we just adapt certain mindsets, we'll get to where we're trying to go, and it's built, right? That Burj Khalifa, it takes, I don't know how many things of dynamite it took for the World Trade Center to come down, because we know ain't no damn plane flying to it. But just understand it takes a lot of damage to get that thing to come down. And like dollar cost averaging, when you're pursuing outcomes, you're also like dollar averaging your mitigating involved in pursuing outcomes. You're learning, launching. That's why things and that income you were looking for or trying to command is usually more than you had initially intentioned.
Yeah, man, he's on point. He's on point.
It's Jake Fever. He said, yeah, the last part, not for him. I love get to one Bitcoin message. He likes to tell everybody that. But yes, Chief is the whole point. Don't worry about that. EPS has been moving again. Can get 1 million tokens for over $300. Just telling y'all for a friend. Rue, shout out to our content cousin, Ruel Black.
Shout out.
He said 100, 500,000 all day. I don't know if I caught that, Rue. Says, yep, 100, 500,000 all day. Were you talking about Phantom Beats comment, just clarify for me in the chat. Because sometimes y'all are reading like previous chats too, and then I miss it, and I don't understand your current comment.
Yeah.
But that was really all we wanted to bring to the table.
Yeah, she's right. Just dollar cost average, and as us, I don't know, I never know how long people have been in the Bitcoin space, but we're chopping wood and we're winning. 95% of Bitcoin wallets are in the profit. That's what you go ahead and read that. You can read it.
But whether you've been there since 2009 or you just joined yesterday, like we said, take the journey, pursue the outcome, will follow. It is going to naturally and be organic as part of that outcome process. It's going to be one of the outcomes. So definitely continue to dollar cost average, definitely continue stacking, stack your sats, stack your ounces, whatever your pleasures may be. If you have other tokens that you believe in, Ruel said, dropping that truth about those buildings. I'm with you.
Yeah, that's another show, right? That's a whole other show for another.
Oh, $500,000 with Jay-Z. He talking about $500,000 Jay-Z. Yeah, you take the $500,000, you build your outcome. You don't need Jay-Z to give you no
game,
no advice, no game. And I'm gonna tell you something else.
She about to go. So the show gonna go longer than it's supposed
It's not. It's not.
Yes.
I'm gonna tell you something else. When I tell y'all the proof is in the pudding, 99.9%, and I understand we cannot qualify or quantify this statistic I'm giving you, but 99.9% of the game that comes with wealth building is free. We have YouTube, we have Facebook, we have TikTok, we have Snapchat, we have private platforms, we have Clubhouse. Your wealth builders give the game out for free.
So, and let's make this clear. I think we said this before, but we'll say it again. Michael Saylor is a rocket scientist.
Yes, he is.
He
he's literally a rocket scientist.
He graduated with a master's degree or a PhD.
I want to say master's degree, but the internet detectives will check that. Regardless, from MIT.
And so for people who know MIT is, and then talking about interviews with, he gives his videos.
He's gonna give you every analogy under the sun so that a kindergartner can understand.
He's giving out free game at the top level, and we can go down. We can name all the YouTubers. I'm sorry, biggers that we big. Max Kaiser.
Max Kaiser gets a game for free. Zay get a game for free. King Bless get a game for free. All people, but even like Deca millionaires and all of those people, there's enough content on them, about them, books on Amazon. I told internet. Pay whatever the subscription fee is for Amazon's unlimited package, the Kindle Unlimited. I read at least 3 to 5 productivity books a month for free, right? Some of the books that I do really, really want to read, every now and then I do have to purchase at the Kindle because they're not on unlimited. But the majority of the good game, Kindle Unlimited is free, right? And that's for my readers who love to read. So when you start hearing people telling you, yeah, you got to subscribe to my class and this and that, is the proof in the pudding? Like when I look at your background, are you somebody who can give me, if I look at your background, are you somebody who's in a position to give me advice on wealth building? When I look across your content, can I tell by the authenticity in which you speak and the consistency in which you speak that you are somebody who can give me wealth advice? Are you somebody, can you give me advice on moving out the country and you still hanging out in Springfield, Massachusetts? No. Yes, you've traveled. Have you ever had to live every single day for a substantial amount of time outside of the country, understand how to navigate across global borders?
Yeah, and that's a big deal. So we're going to talk about that, I guess, we're gonna run it long anyway. So when you go and travel, a lot of people travel. I get it. A lot of us travel, and a lot of people stay in resort areas, and you do resort things.
Very different.
But there's a different when you go and you have to live somewhere. Something simple as where do you take
Your garbage.
your garbage?
Where's the garbage go? How
Where-
does the garbage go? Do you have to sort it? Where is your water coming from?
Exactly.
Do you have piped in water? Is water delivered to you into a cistern? So sanitation, water, gas. Is gas piped into your house? Are you building fire? Just depending on what part of the country you're in. What is your broadband like? Even if you have 3 networks, do you get shoddy internet?
Yeah, that's the thing, you know, and simple stuff like laundry, dry cleaning, things like this. You need to know how to healthcare. Oh, it's huge. You need to know where can you go to healthcare, where your doctor's at, where if something is wrong, where do you go from there? So living somewhere and visiting somewhere are two different things. If you're trying to live out the country, if you're just trying to plant a flag and you say, hey, I might be there a month, 2 months, 3 months, there's still things you need to know, but there's not stuff that is going to be permanent because you're going to go back to your home country. And these are all the excuse me, I'm sorry, y'all. These are all the chess moves that you need to know.
We had 2 business individuals approach us.
Oh, did they?
They said they had, you remember this, over 600,000 subscribers on YouTube, and they wanted to see if they can do some type of venture with some type of business venture. Before we get into it, first thing, over, we've never heard of. When we go on the YouTube, you have 22 views in your last 5 videos. Little things like that, right? Is proof in putting out without you having to tell me anything about you. And these are some of the ways you should vet the situations that you're looking at, especially if someone is asking you to pay prescription for information.
I can see that. Yeah.
Just look for little things, right? Because it's the little things that speak the loudest. And sometimes it's not the things that are said, it is the things left unsaid that speak the loudest. So these are some of the things Simon and I do because everybody wants us to put our money in something. Nobody putting one out.
This is true. This is very, very true.
Are very specific and intentional looking for the outcomes.
Yeah, let's read some of these people. What's up?
Casper Cooper, thank you so much for joining.
Yes,
the internet's in and out.
Sorry about that.
Michael Saylor will be the first, but
yeah, it's a race. It's a race to the trillionaire. Show on scientific notation because that's one of the things that really, really, it really bothers me. I don't know if anybody else cares about it, but do people really know what a trillion is? You have to go, because when you're a scientist, you understand that you don't put that in scientific notation. Oh, okay.
Go ahead, keep talking though.
But yeah, first trillionaire hit raised the first trillion. You got anything?
Stay close to the city. Country girl is the trade-off, the internet. Hoping that the live is
Okay. Right.
That's
And that's okay.
I don't Anyway, we're back, y'all. We probably lost some of you, but either which way, when you're pursuing outcomes, you also have choices and trade-offs. Internet, big house in the country, that's the trade-off.
This is true, and this comes from our OG Kevin Samuels. Rest in peace to the OG Kevin Samuels. A lot of people felt a certain way about him, but he did have some good games.
Yes, he did.
And he said choices and trade-offs.
Yeah.
Right? You got to pick something. you make a choice, and then you trade this off, and that's what she was just exactly speaking
Yeah,
about.
I want the country life. I want a big house. The kids can play. I want any neighbors next door. So I got crappy internet.
Our internet it's solid. It's
But
solid.
anyway, y'all, we just wanted to kind of tilt your crowns and to kind of put that out there that, like Jake said, and Jake, I'm going to cite my source, you know, the game is free. Buy Bitcoin, right? If you're going to put your money in something, please vet it. Please vet it. ML flip a dollar, right? That's the multi-level marketing thing.
Which is high time preference.
High time preference. They have a very specific mindset I typically don't cover on here. Low time preference. We are trying to kind of step by step build what we're building and leave a legacy that can last multiple generations. So I typically don't cover this in the mindset of the MLMers, but a lot of the MLMers are. So like for the Bitcoin people, if I had to pick one attribute, it'd be discipline. For the MLMers or those high time preference mindsets, you're moving in desperation.
Oh.
BK though, hey, be first in the second. But internet acting up, my Mexican internet. Shout out to Mexico. Viva la Mexico.
Shout out to BK.
BK Crypto.
BK Crypto.
BK Crypto, you supposed to email me information about how to get your swag. You fired. Go in the drawdown and send me the information about the swag. Jake Fever, Jesus is like saying you are black. Colloquialism. Yahweh spoke all in Matthew in the red word. I didn't get the email, BK Crypto. That's what I'm saying.
Going on that.
I don't know. Casper Cooper and Jake Fever, I missed the conversation. What is the Jesus conversation? Black Peridot. Black Peridot. Mm-hmm. Hey, family. Tequila Tuesday is bad, and I ain't even drinking Tequila Tuesday. I ain't even drinking.
No, this is just water. Don't worry about it.
It's fire water. But yes, so I did want Casper Cooper and Jake Fever kind of tell me what they're talking about. It's probably something I said that sparked this conversation. So I wanted to clarify if necessary. But absolutely, you know, the proof is in the pudding, especially when it comes to outcomes. Before jumping into a financial investment, before jumping into a time investment, you don't want people wasting your time, just like you wouldn't allow people to waste your money.
Exactly. I mean, she's exactly right. Your time is your most valuable asset, right? We've went over this before, and I'm sure you all know that. And so don't let people waste your time. Mm-hmm. Don't waste your time. Is your
Casper Cooper said, shout out. Yeah.
Okay, never heard of it.
So, you know, you want to kind of look into those things. And some of the game that people will run on you, like financial advisors. Some financial advisors, you can kind of look at them. Your lower tier financial advisors, when they come to appointments, they will rent or use Uber Black and have a nice vehicle there for you to see. They stage the outcome, right? And that's tricky, right? They don't perform as well as the higher tier financial advisors. So they'll stage the outcome for you to give you the impression that proof is in the pudding when there is no pudding at all. So little things, when you're vetting YouTubers, when you're vetting, people who are running programs, they say they do certain things, go on and do what Simon and I like to call a test. Is what you're telling me true?
It's the truth.
Can I vet it? Can I find, are you giving me information about your program or whatever that can't be quantified or qualified? That's a huge red flag. A lot of clients or a lot of business people will stage, not recommendations, but like recognition, like, oh, this person did this for me. We see it all the time. Those are bots, right? You haven't provided the service at all yet.
And you gotta also oh, go ahead.
Oh, okay. Jay Fever said Casper Cooper was talking about when I say all you need to do is read Matthew 6.
So we getting.
And then Jay Fever said, if you don't have more money than me, you can't buy that.
I like that. I like.
You can watch it too much. And the proof is in the progress. But Jake is absolutely on point when he says, if you're not doing better than me, what you telling me?
But I have to bring this up, and Aaron's not gonna like it.
Okay.
But you know, we like to watch movies, but we watch movies with intention. If y'all go back and watch that first Sicario, do you remember when the FBI agent, she had the meeting, everybody's dressed in suits, but the person, the SME, had on
Flip-flops?
Flip-flops and cutoffs, and she looking like,
Wasn't he sucking on a lollipop or eating a popsicle or something?
I thought he was taking a nap.
Oh.
He was taking a nap. He pop up. He's the SME, and she's confused.
She was confused.
And then you know how the movie continued. She was confused about who was in charge.
Yeah,
federal
by
government
the end, she wasn't confused anymore. Money equals labor. If you're not using your money to buy labor time, you're defeating the purpose. Black Perry Dot said fact shake. Yeah. So this is why I'm telling you guys, especially those newer to the space, a lot of them, they're looking for guidance, they're looking for insight, and they're willing to talk to anybody who's willing to work with them, teach them, guide them, advise them, so on and so forth. So, you know, as I'm kind of looking at, and Simon and I, we look young, but like we old in dog years. So it doesn't take much for me to look at certain situations, listen to certain conversations, and know that you are who you say you are, or you're actually not anything you said you were.
Yeah, and the only reason I brought that thing up about Sicario, for the people who are familiar with Sicario, is that what she said, people will put on,
they'll stage it.
And so that you're like, oh yeah, you know what you're talking about. And the person who really knows, the OG, he ain't gonna put on a suit. He ain't had no Uber Black.
Either that,
he'll be laying low.
Like, as soon as he opens his mouth, you're able to see the proof is in the pudding. Right? There are a lot of people on here who talk about Bitcoin, and I'm not patting ourselves on the back by any measure. But the fact that Simon and I come to y'all about mindset stuff, y'all know we do this for real. You know that this is how we raise our children. Y'all know based on a lot of little things that you see when y'all go on our pages and so on and so forth, that we're not out here to bullshit anybody. And everything we tell you, we have some sort of experience with it, right? We ain't trying to perp or front or whatever the word is in 2024 from whatever coast you're from. We're not trying to be imposters in any sense of the word, but we also want to give you guys good measure for who you're looking at to make sure you don't get involved in imposters either. Because fortunately, social media gives everybody the ability to have a platform, and you do get free game. But unfortunately, everybody has a platform, and everybody talking out the side of their neck in order to try to see if they can flip some money, if they can get some clout, if they can get some clicks. So these are some we want to guard against that. We want to guard against behavior. So we don't want to, emulate that behavior either. The outcomes.
I love it.
We got Hey, Crazy Bronstein.
What's up, Colonel? Salute to the Colonel.
Yeah.
I'm sorry about that. I know we're sitting right by the router, and this is.
BK Crypto is in this account.
No, we're here drawing down the broadband or nothing. I mean, the bandwidth or nothing.
Just on a Tuesday.
Just a Tuesday.
It's lost again.
The rest.
I don't have no connection.
Well, let's do the connection pop back in. Read the rest.
Be careful because people hustling education is the easiest thing to sell. If somebody really know how to get the bag, they don't have time to teach you.
Hold on.
We're not gonna catch it.
Oh. The connection.
Trade-offs. Okay, hopefully we're back. I lost the chat, but what did he say?
I don't know. I was about
He
to go.
said, I want to say it was Jake Fever, but correct me if I'm wrong and who said it, because I lost the chat, that education is easy to sell.
Yeah.
Hey, Crypt Work. It's always a different set.
Well, yeah, we're going to go into education and the difference between education and jobs that undergird society. We're going to go into that because that's a big deal for me, man. And I haven't really went in on that, but we're going to go.
Okay, Jake Fever like to have his, I'm gonna call him Jake Fever colloquialisms. From the great American poet, Jake Fever, he said, every man for themselves and God for everyone. I love that. That's my favorite Jake Fever quote. Jake Fever, I'm putting you in my book too. I'm gonna quote you though. I'm gonna quote you, probably, I should quote your government, but. Quick work, happy birthday.
Oh, happy birthday
to
we got a
you.
happy birthday sign right in front of us.
I know.
That we keep up because we got so many people in the house. It's a birthday like
every
other
month for 6 months out the year. So we just keep it up. We don't even take it down. All right, we're back. I know some of it got cut off and we're sorry, but you guys get the idea of what we're saying, right? So vetting people who want to sell you information that you can find for free, sell you information that you have access to for a reputable subscription, Kindle Unlimited, right? For $9 or $15 or whatever it is now, because I've just been in it for so long. You have access to, I think, 20 books a month for free.
There we go.
Right? You read the whole book, you return it, get another book. So definitely, that's a great way to get your education up. The old financial people didn't think we knew about finance, and now their egos are being shaken. That's true. But it's coming with a lot of young fraudsters. And I don't think that they're fraudsters as much as, like I said.
Who would you think was a young fraudster, if you had to say?
It's lots of
Well, we ain't gonna bang on nobody and say nobody's name.
But it's lots of people. You just go in there, they're in your inbox, they're DMing you, they're doing all types of craziness. You know, like I said, the wealth mindset is built in discipline. That high time preference, that gotta make $1 today, that I gotta get mine, so you better get yours kind of mindset that's rooted in desperation.
Shout out to Tupac and MC Breed.
You got
for my hip hop fans. Shout out.
You gotta understand the kind of the underlying energy behind the intentions.
Mm-hmm.
So we just want you guys to take that, whatever you're building, chase that outcome. The income will come in time.
Mm-hmm.
At BK Crypto, yep. Phantom B said you're damn right. He said, yep. So BK Crypto, send me the email again because I never got it, and I checked my email. I've been talking to other people, and I really do want to check out the swag, and I want to be able to advertise it for you on our shows and stuff like that.
Yeah, so we're not. There's not much more to say. What more can we say? It's another thing, but always be stacking, little by little, little by little.
Black Paradot wants to know if Jake is advocating Shay Shay's Hennessy. Jake Fever, have you tried Shay Shay's Hennessy? I heard it's like really, really, really expensive, like $1,000 expensive.
Yeah, I don't drink.
Oh, we got you, BK Crypto. Like, I'm for real. I'm gonna advertise it on our show, and we'll try to get people to support you with your swag.
Hey! Now you talking about Shay Shay's Hennessy? I reached back since.
Oh.
Oh my goodness. So this is a tequila we put together. It's S.
We're getting there.
IV. So we getting there, but it's good. I drink it. It's good.
I wonder why Shay Shay's Hennessy is hard to get in DC. That's odd. That would be odd, right? With all those ballers and high-profile people who have cognac and all of that other stuff in their offices, that's weird.
That's weird.
So I would like to know if anybody, if the internet detectives have a reason why Shay Shay's Hennessy wouldn't be, or difficult. Maybe it's difficult because everybody got it. Maybe that's the problem.
It is true.
That everybody's buying it, and he's just kind of like getting his brand on his feet.
Yeah,
so
he blew up. So he's doing his thing. So that's good, man. To the brother Shannon Short, for the family out there, man. And can I say this?
Black Paradot has a tequila bar, and he's looking forward to adding yours, Simon.
Well, I can send it. I can definitely send it.
How are you going to send tequila across geographical borders? We would have to get it.
Well, so we got to meet up.
We got to meet up.
But we could chop up some good game about that.
Oh.
Shay, Shannon Sharp, the real name, for the people who just know him from his podcast. Y'all got to put respect on his name for the football player he was. I've been a football fan. I've been a football fan since 1982.
Oh, God.
Shannon Sharp was the truth. I know people see him like he goofy. Man, when he played,
he was serious.
He was the truth. Mm-hmm. So y'all go check him out if you're not familiar with him.
And Ocho Cinco, he was one of my
favorites. Yeah. Oh man, Ocho Cinco, he was the truth. These guys are the truth.
Black Paradise said, I want to support my people. We want to support you guys too right now. I'm trying to work it out with BK Crypto. BK Crypto, I don't know if we are able to get your swag here in Mexico, but we're definitely going to buy it. And maybe you can raffle it off or something on the show. But we'll come up with something creative so we can support you. And maybe you can give it away to one of your content cousins. But we'll figure it out on email. Black Paradise, we right with you. We here to support all of y'all who support us. We really appreciate it. Because y'all don't have to sit here and listen to anything we saying. The Colonel said that his brother was a beast. He also said that stacking
you talking about his brother? You talking about Sterling Sharp? Mm-hmm. Sterling Sharp was a beast. I don't even want to go.
You about to get sidelined. Okay.
Sterling Sharp was a beast. And I'm going to tell you that. Sterling, and Shannon will tell you, Sterling was better than him. But he got that neck injury, and
that was that.
That was that.
The Colonel says stacking metals really hit home lately, especially. Did you know about the AT&T outage?
No.
I didn't tell you about that. Oh boy! So AT&T was out for almost all day. So anybody who had AT&T service, everybody thought "Leave the World Behind" was really happening, but it's just the AT&T people. And I saw a meme. Was that the Colonel who said that? I saw a meme, y'all, that day when AT&T was out. It was a picture of somebody sitting in their car at night, and it was like right in front of the AT&T store, and they said it's on site for the first person who walked out that door. So that was funny.
Hey, Colonel, hit me up because I want to do a one-on-one with you. I don't know, just chop up game.
Oh.
I like to chop up game with the Colonel,
Oh,
man.
you haven't talked to him in a while,
Yeah,
Colonel.
yeah,
So.
we need to chop up some game with the Colonel.
It says Sterling was I think Rue, I think that he says that. I think Shannon tell you that his brother was better than him. I've heard him say that several times.
Mm-hmm.
Like my brother was way better than me. It's just that he had a career-ending injury.
That neck injury.
But crit work, I hope you have a day of joy, love, laughter, prosperity. Your Bitcoin up, honey. I know you part of the 95% in profit.
Come on, crit work.
So you take some profits and you buy yourself something for your birthday.
Yeah, you do that, man. You do something for yourself. We often talk about generational wealth and this, that.
But yeah, girl,
also
celebrate yourself.
Take something for yourself. Man.
He gonna celebrate me here in a few days when we make it.
We are.
Yeah, I was asking about the profits. I need stuff.
What are we talking about?
I need lots of stuff. I have a whole wish list on Amazon that we need to talk
What are you
about.
talking about? I'm gonna hold
y'all,
on.
we gotta get together and get that Bitcoin up to the 60 so he can take them profits for me, because he be trying to like
This is
tell
what
me
I'm gonna do for y'all.
No.
I'm gonna pull my pockets. This was in my pockets, y'all. I ain't got nothing in my pockets.
Y'all see how he do me?
I ain't got nothing in my pockets. What's she talking
And ladies,
about?
this is what I'm telling you. You can have you a high value man. He gonna do that to you when you start telling him to buy you this and buy you that. He gonna be like, I'm broke, baby, with his little Rolex watch on. I'm broke, baby. That's what I get. Every day of the week. No, I'm just joking.
No, I'm joking. I take care of it. I don't know what she's talking about. She got that.
Oh, can you go over I Trust Capital again really quickly? Yeah, we're gonna do it real quick. So
you want to do a whole show, or you want somebody?
He said really quickly.
Okay, go ahead, then.
Really quickly, the Colonel and the Chief gave us some great updates. The Chief had he did a show. It's called Cigars and Crypto.
Crypto and Cigars.
Crypto and Cigars.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, next show, I'm going to put it in the drop down so you guys can go over there. I want y'all to support the Chief. We support each other on here. He's a content cousin, even though he's not on the Gentlemen of Cryptos Network.
We're trying to get him on there.
Please subscribe to his channel and watch his shows. Yeah, and he went over I Trust Capital, Colonel. So I'm going to send you the link. But they did drop the initial payment that you have to make is only $1,000 now. You can roll over as much or as little of your investments as you like. And you shouldn't have too much trouble getting an appointment, but you definitely want to make an appointment, Colonel, so that you can talk to somebody one-on-one, because obviously everyone's investment journey is different.
Yeah, definitely.
And I'm going to send you the link because he goes into it.
Yeah, Colonel, if you are on Messenger, I'm gonna cam up because I'm gonna call you.
Yeah, but I'm going to send you the link
when
we're done.
I'll call you and we'll talk. We're going to have a conversation.
Phantom Beat said, even if they get Bitcoin rich, they're not going to stop shopping at Old Navy.
Old Navy still the spot?
I guess so. Right, like the Gap? Is the Gap still in business? We don't even know what's in business and what's not in business anymore. But maybe Old Navy online. Because I can see that being low overhead. You know what I mean? You only have to have your lean supply chain.
Oh, my goodness. Okay.
But I agree. And I tell you guys, I don't wear Legacy family clothes. If you see me with Legacy family clothes, it's probably not real. That's something cute I saw downtown.
I can go.
In sequins, and I bought it. We don't give Legacy family our Legacy family.
I can walk this computer upstairs and talk about all the nice purses you have.
That's different. I had those purses before we came into our mindset. Right? So that was old squander funds, Aaron. So those don't count. But, ever since we started building our stuff, I don't play with the money.
I know it's
I don't play with the money. You registered already but haven't executed. Let me I don't know, is it too late for me to add it? Let me see if I could add it right now and if it appears. I was going to add, because the Chief go into it, and I want you guys to go over there and subscribe.
No, that's on the ours, because then they put on this one, because he said he didn't want it on there.
He didn't want it on there.
So you have to check that on ours.
All right.
I can send
Well,
it to.
all
I
I
can
can
send it to him.
say for now,
I just send it. We just send it to him if he wanted to see it.
no, but everybody wants to see it.
Uh,
Next show, I promise y'all, I'm gonna have the link in, and it's just a link to his YouTube page. Now, I don't know if he uploaded it
but
yet.
the whole conversation wasn't about I Trust Capital.
No, but they should watch the whole show. It was a great show.
But if you want a direct show about I Trust Capital,
Yeah, we can also do a direct show on I Trust Capital, but for now, so it's not another hour and a half. Like we said, they dropped the payment down to $1,000. The chief gave us an update. Again, you can roll over as much or as little, because somebody said they haven't executed it yet. I think it was Black Paradise. But all in all, we can tell you all of the stuff about it. You want to call them and have a very specific, personalized conversation with them so they can give you the best advice on what to roll over, how to do it, when to do it, etc. We had an interesting conversation on that show because I had told the chief, I said, I'm 43 years old and I don't know that I like a significant amount of my money locked up till I'm 59. 59 and a half, 59 and 6 months. But there's a gentleman, and you guys have seen him, I think, his name is Randy McLeod, and he gave me a great perspective change. He said, think about it, right? Your low time preference anyway. Go on, and it doesn't have to be all of your 401k or anything like that. And Simon and I, we've been maxing that out. You know, take whatever you want, roll it over, and think about it like the Allen Iverson contract. So tell them about how the Allen Iverson contract works if they weren't familiar with it.
wow.
It was Nike or Adidas?
So definitely Reebok. Definitely Reebok.
Glad I ain't told you.
Right.
Go ahead.
Yes, he had something that is locked up in his contract from Reebok when I think he is 58 years old. Check me, guys, check me on that. But 58 years old and he can receive the funds that he had locked up from Reebok when he was
in his prime.
21 years old.
Yeah.
21.
So he said, think about it like that, like a deferred compensation type of thing, which we're familiar with because hubby was a firefighter and they had a deferred compensation. So I'm going to share that mindset shift with you. I'm citing Randy McLeod because I thought that was a great mind shift.
It was a great mindset.
If you're interested in I Trust Capital, again, you can roll over as much or as little. But look at it like a deferred compensation type of thing. That'll be right there for you when you turn 59 and a half. Some of you guys who are on here are closer to that than others. So, sit down, talk about it with the people who are necessary to talk to about it, and definitely make a phone call with them if that's something you're interested in.
Yeah, for sure. If you guys check, and you may check me, but like I said, he did the right thing actually by setting that up that way that he gets that money from Reebok when he turns a certain age, and it gets as they call it if you watch the documentary, unlocked. It gets unlocked and he gets access to it at that age. I think it's 58. Somebody check.
But somewhere on about that.
Yeah,
And that's
somewhere.
typically on or about the time we're able to access 401ks and 503Bs and all of those things anyway. Black Paradise said that they're approaching 59 and a half. So they are trying to figure out what to do. Black Paradise, I wouldn't wait another day. I would absolutely Google the number for I Trust Capital. They were doing appointments only, like you had to go on the Calendly link. And for a long time, they had so many pre-appointments that you couldn't even get that. So definitely check that out again and see if you're able to get in touch with them. They're talking about a wallet. Y'all know that Cripwork is our resident subject matter expert in wallets. If you guys have questions, you can email me. I will ask her. And we will get the information back out to you. She's got access to so many wallets. She's researched so many wallets that we absolutely, she's happy to support you guys in giving you information about the wallets that you're interested in. If you need to she's already done 2 shows with us, so just go back, check the old Clue tapes, and see where she's on them, and listen to the wallets that she discusses. But if you have questions about a specific wallet, let us know and we'll answer it.
Shout out to Crypt. So shout out to her.
This is Quick Word, aka KW1.
Okay, shout out to KW1 because she put in good game. She's got the knowledge.
And today's her birthday, so y'all wish her happy birthday in the chat.
Happy
birthday to you.
We can do it.
We need to
Let's do it.
But we don't have the Simon family choir.
They gone, man.
I know, but it be feeling like you in church when the boys are here.
Is she in the
She
chat?
was. I think she might have hopped out because it is her birthday. iTrust is for Bitcoin and precious metals. That is correct, Colonel. They also have some other investments that you can look into, and that's why you really want to call them and get all of the information. We are not sponsored by iTrust Capital. We just know that it's probably a great instrument for a lot of us here in the space. Simon and I are still talking about it.
I'm gonna get the chief to see if he can come back on, because him and Randy are heavy in iTrust Capital, so we like to get them back on.
Black Peridot, that is correct. And you can also do precious metals with iTrust Capitals if I think the chief said he's also already made a significant profit by utilizing them. So now I'm trying to hustle, get my little 401k over there. I've been like, scrambling that little money forever, with our career. So working on this career of mine. All right, you guys, any other questions in the chat? Y'all know we love talking to y'all. If you guys have any questions, if you need anything, we do want you to look out for BK Crypto swag. As soon as I get in touch with him, we'll be talking about that. I'm hoping we'll have pictures and stuff so that you guys can see it and information on how you guys can order it. Simon and I probably can't get it here in Mexico, but in order to support BK Crypto, what we'll do is we'll buy some swag and then we'll raffle it off to you guys so you guys can get great gifts from us.
And just like we said, we have the tequila. We're working on it. It's a work in progress. Right?
And last announcement, speaking of working on things, relationship goals. Hubby and I are co-authoring a life portfolio series for you guys. The first book to be published in the series, we spent all weekend just kind of getting it drafted up and stuff. The first book to be published is Flag Theory. It talks about the 3 flag theory, the 5 flag theory. So the 3 flag theory by something Schultz.
Harry Schultz.
The 5 flag theory by Andrew Henderson. And then Simon Family Investment Ventures, we go ahead and we expand on that knowledge base. So you guys will definitely want to check that out when it's ready. I will keep reminding you about it. We're really excited. I am a published author. I've already published 4 books.
There we go.
This would be the first time that my husband and I co-author a book together. So that makes me feel really good, actually, as far as relationship goals go. So the tequila we are working on, Black Peridot, is going to be a Cristalino.
Yes.
So it's higher than Blanco, higher than Plata. It's going to be the Cristalino.
We going to the top.
He don't want no headache.
We're going to the top. I'm tired of headaches. No, I'm joking.
So, he don't want no headaches. I think I'm enough. But we're going to let you guys get back to your Tuesday afternoon. Cristalino, not Blanco. So, they have their levels. And we want it to be a Cristalino. So the way it's going to be refined is going to be refined as a Cristalino, not Blanco. There's nothing wrong with Blanco. He drinks Blanco.
Yeah, I drink Blanco.
We wanted the Simon Family brand to be the highest. So, all right. We are going to let you guys have your Tuesday evening back. We love y'all so much.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
Look forward to taking some profits here, but start thinking about where you want to put those profits back. For those of you who have, you got stuff you got to take care of it. But for those of you who want to take profits and run it into a different investment, start thinking about what that may be. And remember, right, whether it's expected money or unexpected money, always have a plan for it. And really, you should just have a plan for unexpected money. That way, no matter where it comes from or how it comes, you have a plan set aside for it and it won't run through your fingers like tax money does for the rest of the world.
You got 5 comments came up real quick. I'm sorry. I know you want to get out of here.
So Learn Crypto TV says they've been following us for about 6 months. Thank you so much for following us.
Thank you for that. Thank you for that.
We really appreciate that.
Yes, we do.
You know, that makes us feel really good for us to take our life experiences, share it with you guys, and you guys just embrace it with so much love. So we appreciate that.
Yes, we do. Yes, we
Learn
do.
Crypto, I don't know if you heard my announcement, but we are co-authoring a life portfolio series. So we're dialing down into the details of many of the things we talk about here, not just investments, but things, you know, for life. You're diversifying your life portfolio. The first book that's going to be ready hopefully by April 1st, that is our goal, is The Flag Theory. Yep, because that is Q1.
Okay.
Got to be done, Q1. That's how we roll. Black Paradise, Anejo and Kristalina, we love it. Learn Crypto TV said they would like to link up with us. No problem. We answer every single email, even the hate mail. Go ahead and go into the drop down Learn Crypto TV. Send me an email and we can set up a great FaceTime session. Lots of other, we call them content cousins, enjoy that. You know, the Colonel, Crip Work, you know, who else? Jay, you know, anytime we'll do FaceTime, we'll chat up with you. Any of you guys who want to reach out to us, and even if you're like, I just want to shoot the breeze with y'all, we're here for it. Just hop in the drop down and
in the drop down the email, and as well as on Facebook, if you could be Facebook friends as far as Aaron and Simon.
Yes, I am a little bit picky about, because sometimes I can't tell when the profile is scammy or not. So definitely email me, and in the email, if you tell me, hey, I'm sending you because all of these are handles. I'm sending you a Facebook request, all of these are handles. I said, okay, no problem. That way when it comes through, I know to accept it. So definitely reach out to us, Learn TV Crypto. We are out, Mamba out. We'll see y'all Saturday. So Saturday is going to be the first. Why Thursday? What's Thursday? We didn't have a theme for Thursday.
Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday.
Okay, we're gonna talk to y'all Thursday, but I don't have a theme for Thursday. But Saturday is gonna be Hip Hop Saturdays. So what we're gonna try to do, because we love hip hop so much, this is hip hop's 50th year. Well, actually it's 51st year. We kind of missed it. But we definitely want to kind of, you know, the bars that resonate with us, movie lines like we like to do. Sometimes we feel like, did they even get that? So hopefully the hip hop heads show up on Saturday to join us. Tell us who your favorite groups are, favorite songs, favorite albums. And we definitely want to kind of do like a crypto kind of ode to hip hop thing. We love y'all. We'll see y'all on Thursday.